let's talk about graphics and images and how you can use some simple strategies and tactics in order to spicing up your presentation, make it more fun, make it more lively, and make it much easier for your audience to be captivated. Now, when I say graphics and I talk about things like that, people start thinking, oh, I need a graphics designer. I need all of this. I'm never going to be able to do this. And they start getting a mental block. Now, I want to show you some really cool tools that I use inside my business almost every single day that just make it literally dead simple and really easy. So, the first thing, what type of graphics and images are really good? We're going to go through a couple things. This is just part one. And the first thing is proof shots. Proof shots really push the engagement of your audience through the roof. Now, how do you get those proof shots? You might get it from some of your accounts, maybe your Amazon account. Let's say you're doing some of Facebook ads. You might get it from that account. Well, I'm just going to go through this example and show you this right here. This is JVZoo, the platform that I told you about. And let's say that one of these products was mine, and I'm talking about product creation, how I created this product, and what went into it. So I want to grab some stats from here and put them in my PowerPoint presentation. All right. So here are just some random products that all been doing well. And I would go right here, find, of course, that web page, and then I'd go back in my PowerPoint. And one of the things you can use, you can do this directly in PowerPoint. This is the easiest, most simplest ways to do it. Most people don't even know about it. So if you go in PowerPoint, right here you have the Home tab, and then right next to it you have the Insert tab. You hit this screenshot thing, and you go right there and do screen clipping, or you could just take the screenshot of the whole thing right there if you click it. And then, of course, under format, if you go to crop, you can crop it. Let's say I want to do the third one or the fourth one right here. So I'll crop it, and I'll crop it from the bottom too. And then we have everything that we need for for this proof shot. Let me just make sure that this is right and this is okay. All right, I'm going to crop it just a little more. But obviously, you can see that this might not be the best way to do it. So I'm going to show you another way to do it that's really, really cool. All right, but still, we have this right here. And then, of course, in PowerPoint, I can use some animations, whether it's under insert. Um, you can put a text box or around it. Do all types of really fancy things to make it look nice. But I have a much cooler tool that's actually completely free that also does this, but does a much better job. So if I go back into my browser, the next thing that I want to show you is a tool called Jing. Some of you might be using it, some of you might not. If not, I'm going to leave the link right in the description, but it's techsmith.com/jing.html. And all you do, you just click on this free download. And it also, once you download it, once you install it, it's going to want you to create a username and password. You're going to have to input an email. Once again, remember I told you about getairmail.com that you can use. As you can see, I used it here for Jing. You could use that in order to create a profile so that they don't send you like all these spammy emails, all those things. All right, so once we have Jing up and running, it's always going to be, make sure you open it. It's always going to be up here, right here, as you can see, right on the top of your screen. So let me show you the cool things that you can do with Jing. Let's say, for example, I want to take a screenshot of that exact same thing, that one product. Maybe it was my product, and I just want to show the stats from it, right? So I hit on capture right here, and I just take it, I drag right across, and that's it there. And then I can do other things too, right? I hit capture image. What can I do? Well, maybe I want to show the number of sales, right? 13,000 sales here. So I'm going to take this arrow, and it's already pre-selected. So I'm going to point to it. Once I do that, I'm going to make sure right here to the 13,000 sales. Well, maybe that's not enough. Maybe I want to, because I didn't grab where it actually says sales, so I'll put text right here, and I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to make sure that it actually says sales, number of sales. Now that doesn't look the best, so I'm going to just click on it, make it a little bigger. And then I want to highlight it even more. So, or maybe I want to highlight something else, and that's the EPCs. EPCs are earnings per click or funnel, or some conversion number. So maybe this 23% conversion number. So I'm going to hit this frame box right here, go over it, and it highlights that too. And of course, down here, I can click save and put it on my desktop. Or what I can do is I can also, and then just drag and drop it into PowerPoint, or I can share via screencast.com. And that's actually a really cool feature. Let me hit that and let me show that to you, because let's say you want to also send this maybe to your team member, your outsourcer, or an affiliate, maybe even just a friend on Skype. Right when I hit that, it uploads it and creates a link, a URL out of it, and then I can just send that to someone. And the great part about it is it automatically copies it to the clipboard. So right here, I didn't even press copy or anything like that. I just do Control V and look at the screencast. It's going to already be online, and look how it looks. Beautiful. Right there, I could send that to whoever I want, and all within Jing. It's a completely free software, so I highly recommend it. Now, another tool, if you want to go a little more advanced, I highly recommend you just stick with Jing and not really worry about it too much. But from also TechSmith, if you go to TechSmith, then you can download a tool called Snagit, but you do have to pay for that tool. I sometimes use that tool, but I usually just stick with Jing. And if it's something really simple, then like I said, PowerPoint is also pretty cool too. Now, those are the main tools that you can use to do all these proof images and all of these things. And one thing that I forgot to mention is that Snagit also has a 30-day free trial. So you can just try it out if you're really into graphics and you're really into playing around with a lot of these things. All right, so that's it. And in part 2, in the next video, I'm going to go into photos and how you can also get some graphic images that you might not know about. See you there.